It was all going accordingly to plan. Mickey Joseph steps in, the Huskers rebound emotionally, they come out, they play with a spine. They quickly end the first drive of the Sooners, get the ball and jam it straight down their throats, but that was truly the last time we would feel like the Huskers had any semblance of a chance. Welcome back to Big Red Rant. I am sorry Gary is not here. He was tailgating. He's actually still in Lincoln, probably trying to get out right now. The Huskers lose by a lot. It never really was close, except for the beginning of the first quarter. After that, we all know it was downhill. Dillon Gabriel runs for 61 yards after me and Gary talked about how he's not even that much of a runner. He sauntered down the sideline, and after that touchdown run, it was over. Our backs were broken. It was like the illusion had been ended and reality set in. That yes, you may have the emotional edge right now, Nebraska, and your scripted plays might be working now, but at some point you will realize that we have a better offensive and defensive line. And folks, we talk about the fundamentals of football here all the time. I feel like this is the first year in my life in which I truly understand now how important the offensive and defensive line is. We have so many studs on the outside, weapons here and there that can do all sorts of things with the football, but we can't get them the football. I cannot wait to break down this game with Gary and take a look at the tape and show you. It takes on a whole different meaning whenever you're watching it in slow motion. And so I advise you guys, stay looking out for our breakdown video of this Oklahoma game, because it's going to be a doozy. Mickey Joseph. I think we saw everything you could have hoped for from the team's emotions. And I think their emotions say a lot about how they feel about Mickey Joseph. He got them fired up. He had them raring to go. And we played like we belonged in the beginning of the first quarter. I really truly believe that's all Mickey. You could see him. He was so hyped up. He was hyping the players up. I think a lot of us were willing to believe change could have come in a week, but it didn't. And that's okay. I personally, and I think Gary's probably the same way, not gonna judge Mickey on this Oklahoma game. This was not the game to be judging him. I can judge the fact that he got them emotionally prepared. That's nice, but performance, you're not fixing our offensive line problems in 1 week. It's not really possible. I'm not even talking about the defensive line yet, which is even worse. You know, I don't know if it's possible for it to be worse. They are equally terrible. I'd like to bring up Urban Meyer because he was a part of the game crew calling the game. The first thing I want to say is I do not think we're getting Urban Meyer because Trev Albert made very clear how much he cares about character. And I feel like that was a shot at John Gruden and Urban Meyer. So I just don't see that happening. However, on Urban Meyer's side of the equation, I did not expect him to have so many nice things about Nebraska. Like, you have to remember, his stock is down right now. His image needs to be rehabilitated. I know a lot of you don't like Nebraska. You think that we're crazy for saying this, but how many national titles do you have? Is it more or less than 5? We can still lay our heads down on our pillows, go to sleep knowing that we have national titles under our pillows. Do you? My point in saying that is I'm sick and tired of hearing people act like Nebraska isn't a good job. It is a fantastic job. Just listen to Urban Meyer slobbering all over the Huskers fan base. I think that he might be setting himself up to look favorably because he knows the Nebraska fan base is going to be one he has to win over. To the Oklahoma fans, congratulations. You guys have a stud team, a stud quarterback. You guys got the better quarterback out of the two, Dillon Gabriel and Casey Thompson. I think that's clear. Someone mentioned in our comments that Oklahoma missing out on getting Casey Thompson was more of a situation where Dillon Gabriel committed, so they decided they didn't need him. Whether or not that's true, you guys got the better of the two. Husker fans, don't freak out about this loss. Beating Oklahoma was going to be a tall task no matter what the situation. We need to evaluate Mickey in these next games. I'm not trying to give him a pass. It was never going to happen, right? Gary and I will be putting out a much more extensive breakdown video in the morning And then Sunday evening, we'll be going live. So once again, stay tuned for that. We cannot wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this Oklahoma game. Congrats to Oklahoma. We got a little bit longer to wait, but we're not going anywhere because we are some of the greatest fans in the world of any team of any sport. Go Big Red.